gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, hello, and welcome. I want to welcome you guys back to Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. Tell you, I'm super excited tonight. I get another opportunity to introduce you guys to another amazing queen during International Women's History Month. She's also one of the amazing authors that's a part of the 100 Authors to Watch. So I tell you, we're in for a treat on tonight. So I want you to go ahead and share this with someone in your circle of influence because I guarantee you we're gonna we're gonna have a treat for tonight. Have an opportunity to have not had an opportunity to meet Dr. Deborah in person, but we have crossed paths some time back. And I am truly honored to have her on tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her up and allow her the opportunity to introduce herself because y'all know I don't do no justice. I always leave something out, and I never want to leave anything out. So I'm going to bring her on up and allow her to introduce herself. Welcome, Dr. Deborah. How are you?
I'm well in yourself.
I'm
My name
great.
is
I
Deborah.
can't complain.
That's good. That's good. My name is Deborah Ivy. I'm an author. I'm a veteran, disabled vet. I work for the federal government. I am a mom of two daughters and a grandmother of three granddaughters. I've been married 22 years, and I just love to empower women. And what else can I say?
Wow. Well, you definitely are wearing a lot of hats. Thank you for your service. Definitely thank you for your service. I thank you for taking time to come on today and share with us. I want to talk a little bit about your journey as an author. Um, because this is Women's History Month. You are a part of the 100 Authors movement. So I want to talk about your journey as an author and empowering women.
Okay, so I guess some years ago, I started writing about my life, about the obstacles that I've overcome, and I procrastinated for such a long time about, getting this book out. And so I guess a couple of years ago for my birthday, I said I was going to get it out. And I had somebody to help me, like put it together because I didn't know the first thing about, like publishing a book. And, we did it through Amazon. So that was my journey. And I feel like a lot of times, we're told that we can't do this, we can't do that, but we can. We just gotta, put our mind to it and put that focus to it and do it. So that was my journey of being an author about talking about my life. And then I think my second one was like a journal, like an inspirational journal.
Wow. So what made you just decide to go ahead and get it out? Because like you said, a lot of people, they procrastinate because they don't know what to do or where to start. So what made you want to go ahead and get this out?
I was a part of a book collaboration, and I liked how the person that was helping, I like how she set the steps up for us to, do this, get out there and talk about your book on social media, you know, um, send her your bio, send her your headshot. So that's what really made me do it because I always wanted to do it. So I went ahead and did it after that.
Wow, that is amazing. And you mentioned that you had daughters and you had grandchildren. What a
Yes,
legacy that is creating for them.
yes.
It is definitely an amazing journey. So you say you are you do empowerment. Empowerment. Wow.
Yes.
What made you want to empower empower other people?
I took a certification, a women's empowerment certification out in Kentucky. And, like I said, a lot of times, women, we are always beat down and told that we can't do this, we can't do that. So once I took that certification, like, okay, I need to start by empowering myself and in turn empower other people. I always send out journals and be like, okay, you can do it. Don't count yourself out. You can do it.
Wow. It's nothing like being able to heal. And when you heal, you're able to help others heal
Yeah,
along this journey. I think that that's what it's all about because I'm a spiritual person, so I know that along this journey things are gonna come because it shows us that in the Word. But He also gives us tools, and He also gives us things that we can prepare and work through it. We know it's gonna come, so we have these tools. Like you're giving out these tools, you're giving out these empowerment tips and things that can help somebody get through. You know, because at the end of the day, we know that we're gonna get through, but how we get through it is the question. That be the thing. And we ain't been here before, so all we have is to draw off of other people's experiences
yes,
and those things that have been left to us. And I'm reminded the Word tells us that we should do greater works, and I keep telling people,
yes,
how will people know those greater works if
yes,
we're not sharing them, if we're not doing the things that you're doing, like you know getting empowered so that you can go out here and empower other individuals, so that they can come out of what they're going through, so that they can do the same for the next person. I tell people it's the ripple effect.
yeah,
Once you grab hold to that pebble and you toss it out there in that river, and you let it go, and it just begin to just those waves just begin to just ripple off of each other. And that's what we're doing here. I thank you for being a voice, for allowing your the things that you've been through, your experiences,
yeah.
your journey, to help your testimony to help others come out and to get through. So thank you for that. Tell us a little bit about your book and where can we find it.
Okay, so my first book is Overcoming the Obstacles. And it's pretty much about my life, me growing up, my father not really being there, my mom struggled with four kids, and how, we had to move to the projects. And even though, she had the four kids, we struggled, but, she always, made a way for us. And so, coming up, I wanted better for my kids. I wanted better for my kids. I mean, I didn't want to have to struggle with my kids, but it's like I went into the military. I was about 17. I turned 18 into the military when I was in the military for my birthday. And so it's just that, I wanted to, make sure that I had a legacy to leave my kids. I wanted to make sure that my kids didn't struggle like I did. So, I went into the military. I did 16 years. I did an early retirement because of some medical issues. Went into worked for the government and, got my bachelor's degree, got my master's degree, got an honorary doctorate degree. So I wanted my kids to know that, just because you come from, certain circumstances, you can come out of that. You can achieve anything that you put your mind to.
Wow. And that is so amazing because I'm sitting here and I'm just things just running through my mind. Your journey is my journey is similar to your journey because I think you're a little older than me. um I went through the same thing, growing up in the country, and didn't have to live in the projects, but living in, not having as much as other people had. You know, we I grew up on like a farm area in the country, so you know it was kind of different. You know, we if we didn't grow it, you know, if we didn't farm it, if we didn't grow it, a lot of the times we didn't have it.
Yeah.
So I truly understand, and then being able to, you know, be in a place like I think I was one of the first girls in my family to go off to college, you know, to even play sports and to even get a scholarship. You know, it was none heard of in my family. But now I have a nephew that has a master's degree. Matter of fact, he just texted me telling me he's going through customs now, getting ready to get on the plane. He's in the military, you know, and I'm grateful, you know, that we were able to break that generational curse because in my family, everybody worked in mills and plants, and you know all people know was to work in warehouses. That's all they knew. You know, their thing was to go and work at one of the top um Fortune 500 warehouses like BMW and places like that. That's their goal. That wasn't mine. You know, I didn't want to go work in a mill. I didn't want to go work in a plant. So I wanted to do something different. So how I ended up here, this was not part of the plan. um this was not something that i I dreamed of. This is not something that I had on my cards, even being an author. You know, a lot of the stuff that I'm walking into, I never dreamed of doing it, but God had plans for me. You know, he had already mapped it out. He had already ordained it. It seemed like everything that I wanted to walk into, it he would shut it down, and it always led towards these things that I'm doing now. So I tell everybody, you know, just try, step out on faith. I had my nephew, he just got promoted to chief of the fire department in South Carolina. Um, he just walked up to the fire department one day and said, I'm about to walk up here and see if they'll let me volunteer. And he walked up there and he come back with one of their walkie talkies and one of their what's the name. And next thing you know, he was when he graduated from high school. He never went to college. When he graduated from high school, they had already gave him a position.
Awesome.
He worked as a for the last year. He was the intern um chief, but he was a lieutenant at another fire department. So I tell you, just looking at him, and he say, "Auntie," he say, I have great role models." He say, y'all made us do this." He say, y'all set the standards." So I'm grateful that I was able to set a standard for
Yeah.
somebody to say, "Hey, I want to live up to that." And you are definitely doing that. You are definitely creating a legacy. You are definitely you bachelors, doctors, masters. Like you are doing it. Like what a legacy. It is an honor to have you here today. Like
Thank you.
I want you to share, like I want you to share with the people whatever it is that you have laid on your heart today, that you want them to know about you so that they can stay in contact with you, so that they can follow your platform. Just that short time that I've had here with you today, it just made me want to, you know, find out what more are you doing. Like how are you empowering, how are you empowering, what are you doing? Like just hearing you just say those words just make me want to just come and just find out. So how can people get some of your empowerment tools, get some of your tips? What can they do?
Okay. So, they can always reach out to me through my email, mrsivey@hotmail.com. I don't mind sharing tools to empower. Um, I'm also, I'm in the process of trying to start a nonprofit, with my husband. And it's pretty much, like passing forward blessings, to people because I believe that my gift is to help others, help find resources. And I don't mind doing that. That's something that I'm passionate about, helping others because sometimes people don't know, certain things, and it's up to us to help each other. So, that's what, that's laid on my heart, to do community service, helping out in the community. You know, I'm a veteran, so I want to give back to veterans. So those are some of the things that's laid on my heart.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I definitely I want you to share about being a part of the 100 authors movement and what that means to you.
S- So, I mean, I've always like watched you, and I've joined a couple of your platforms, with, like authors, poetry. So I've watched you for quite some time, and um, I saw it on like one of my friends' page, Dr. Tina Baker. It's like, okay, what is that about? And so she was telling me, and I was like, oh, I gotta jump on that because I wanna, get more out there with, writing books, just getting my brand out there, and just, learning all that I can learn and network with like-minded people. So, I think that this platform is gonna push me to greater heights, greater exposure.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. What are two things that you would love to take away from this platform?
I mean, I would love to take away building my brand, and, just networking with people, because it seems like the people that I've come in contact with, everybody is willing to share. Everybody is, just willing to just step out there. And nobody seems to be, like selfish or holding back any information that can help somebody else.
And that's what it's all about. I have these four C's is what was dropped in my spirit, and it is to connect, collaborate, create, and to build a community. I want people to have a safe space where they feel comfortable in sharing, where they don't feel like people are using them, taking advantage of them, and all of those things, because you hear it so often. And
Yeah.
I mean, you hear it constantly in this arena. And I want people to know that you don't have to go broke trying to be an author, that there are resources out there if you just do the work. Sometimes you just gotta, do a little work, do a little research. Sometimes I may know something that you don't know. It just simply, if I like to talk on the phone. I like for people to pick up the phone and call me. If you don't know, just pick up the phone
Yeah.
and call me, and let's, see if we can help each other. I
Right.
don't mind. I've had authors tell me that they were stuck. They didn't know, what to do now. And I sit with an author on the phone. We talked for about 2 hours. And when we got off the phone, she was just like, wow. She was like, I never thought of a lot of this stuff. She said, wow. And I tell people all the time, God drops stuff in my spirit, and it don't be for me. It be for me to give it to other people. And I'm
Right.
always trying to share stuff. I want people to thrive. If
Yeah.
we're thriving, if we're going to the next level, like, I don't want people to always think that they got to come and sit up under Angela. No, I want you to be a leader so that you can bring people up, so that you can bring up the next group, so that, hey, you can always come back over here and say, Miss Angela, hey, what you got going on now? What can we get involved in? And then we
Right.
keep doing it, and we do it over and over and over. And guess what? That's how we all grow, and that's how we all thrive, and that's how we make sure the generations coming behind us are
Right.
equipped and ready. And I'm so grateful to be in the midst of seasoned individuals like you guys, because y'all may think y'all are getting a lot from me, but I get a lot from y'all. I pull a lot from you guys. Like, sometimes I have to just sit back and be like, okay, Angela, go over here and see what so and so doing, so you can,
Yeah.
kind of relax and come down, because I be all over the place sometimes trying to keep up. I'm in school, so school, this, I got 2 more weeks. Fingers crossed, 2 more weeks, and I'll be walking with my masters, um,
Okay.
breaking those generational curses. You know,
That's right.
because I was on the road to head back down that path. Dropped out of
Mm,
college, and I said, you know what? About 3 years ago, I said, you know what? It's coming up on 30 years I've been out of high school. I said,
right.
Angela, is this really what you want to do? I said, go on back to school. My nephew encouraged me, and I went back. He was actually working on his master's, and
Okay.
believe it or not, because of all of the schooling that I've done prior, it didn't even take me long to get my degree. When I got my degree, when I walked with my degree, they told me I had an associate too. Didn't even know I was going for an associate, but they told me I had an associate too. So I got an associate and a bachelor's at the same time. And then now, in 2 weeks, well, this week, next week, I'll be finished with my master's. Um,
Okay.
so I'm grateful. I can go ahead and say I'll be finished with it because I got a 98 in the class. Ain't no way I can mess that up now.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. I have to be crazy to mess that up. Ain't no way I can mess that 98
Yeah.
up. I worked
Yeah.
hard for that one. So I'm excited. I'm excited to
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I see you guys. I see y'all getting them doctoral degrees, and I'm like, they don't put in all this work. I say, I got to go back. I got to do this. I got to do this. And then my nephew encouraged me. He was like, Auntie, you can do it. He was like, you can do it. And then he told me, he said, Auntie, now you over there doing too much now. He said, you over there making A's. He said, you making it hard for these accountants. He said, because we don't make A's in accounting. He said, we usually get B's and C's, and then they give us those, they push us up. If we get an A, they give
Right.
it to us. So he was like, Auntie, you need to slow down over there. But he was my tutorer.
Yeah.
So I told him, I say, well, you did your job. I say, you learned so that you could teach me. And
Right.
hey, but
Yeah.
yes, enough about me. Enough about me. What do you have planned for the rest of 2025? Because we only 3 months in. What do you have planned?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, me and my husband were talking about, starting a nonprofit. So that's one thing. And then I'm always looking to learn. I'm looking to learn, like some continuing education credits. I want to, learn Spanish. I've been doing the Duolingo app,
Oh,
not as, uh, I guess, not as committed like I should with the Spanish. And then one of my friends, she's Spanish, so she kind of helped me sometimes. But those are
I
two
was gonna
things that
say
I'm looking.
you also have two young ladies in the authors group that speak Spanish. They are from the islands. One is from well, they both are from the Virgin Islands, but one was born in the
Okay,
Dominican Republic. Um, but they both speak Spanish. So
okay, okay.
we yes,
Yeah,
we right in the mix. And
yeah,
we have a lot of tools. We have a lot of tools. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited about the nonprofit. So you definitely have to keep us updated on that. Definitely want you to
I
come
will.
back and share about that.
Okay.
Definitely that. What about any writing projects? Got anything coming up in the writing avenue?
Well, I have a idea for a collaboration book about marriage. Some of the things that, people went through and what did they do to kind of like get through. So that's, something that I'm working on. Um, and then my daughter, she wants to become an author. So I want to help her with her book because I think she wanted to talk about relationships.
Oh,
So
cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I look forward to that. We have some people in the group. I think we have a couple people in the group that deals in that. Um, and we also, we have a couple publishing coaches in the group.
Okay.
We have a couple of professors. So
Okay.
we have some we got some ammo. I said we got some
Okay.
ammunition in there. So
Yeah.
we have some tools if we just
Yeah.
work with the tools that we have.
Right.
And I also I've been trying to incorporate this lunch and learn series. I know
Okay.
everybody can't always come on during lunchtime, but it is recorded, so you can
Okay.
go back and I try to do clips um, so that we can try to keep information flowing. Um, everybody want to know how I get my books in all these different places. I actually did a 2 day talk on how I get my books in all those different places. I showed them how to upload it to the different platform that I use to be able to get
Okay.
it in those different places. I also did I did a live on funneling because people often want to know, what they can do with their books and stuff. So I
Yeah.
did a thing on that. I'm not really big on it. I don't know a lot about it, so I shared what I knew. And there's a
Uh,
guy because I stood in for a guy. He was supposed to been there, but someone had an accident in his family, so he had to go to the emergency room with them. But he's gonna come back. That's his thing. So he's gonna come back and share with us. So we have a lot of tools and we have a lot of different things that are gonna be coming forth.
okay.
And I'm gonna be spending more time within the group, working with the group leaders and doing a lot of this stuff, trying to to get people active because we
Right.
have I do a lot of challenges too to try to get individuals to engage with each other. There's some authors that have really been shouting out the other authors and really promoting each other, and that's what I'm trying to get everybody to do. So we're working on it. Now that I'm getting close to getting out of school, I can spend more time. I can really
Right.
devote more time to it. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So you
That's
tell your
cool.
daughter to go ahead and get on that book,
I
and
sure will.
and we're gonna be looking forward to that. Um, so what else would you like for the audience, for those that may have never had a chance to hear you? What would you like for them to know about you?
I would like them to know that I'm one of these type of people that always set goals for myself each year. Like things that I want to accomplish, I'll set goals and then I'll, like set small goals to kind of like accomplish them. So that's the type of person that I am.
So
I
any
say I'm gonna do it. If I
goals?
said I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
So any personal goals that we not talked about yet that we want to do? Any bucket lists? Anything that we
I don't really believe in like bucket lists because to me that sounds like you're dead. But I always have like these wish lists, like of stuff that I want to do. Like one year, I said I wanted to conquer my fear of heights, and so I did a skydive and the tandem skydive. So it's stuff like that.
wow. I think oh wait. I when you said that I kind of I thought I was over my fear. I got on the I used to go to Six Flags because I lived in Atlanta, where I'm back
Okay,
here now. But I used to go to Six Flags a lot, and I used to be scared of heights. So I think my nephew took me out on the free fall, and
okay.
I thought I had got over that. But when you said you did bungee jumping, I'm like,
Skydive, skydive.
skydiving. You did
Yes,
skydiving.
skydive.
Yeah, I want to do that too, but I'm looking at my niece. No been she don't did a whole bunch of stuff. She don't been out on the cliff and no been swinging out because she don't been to all kind of different countries. She's always
Yeah,
somewhere. She loves to stay on the other side of the country.
yeah,
I never
yeah,
seen somebody travel so much. I think she ran out of space on her passport. She had to get another.
yeah.
I want to be like that. I told them to keep traveling because I want to be like that when I grow up.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
And that's the second time I know her. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
So I'm just gonna do it. I said that about planes, and now I can't stay off a plane, even though they keep having all this. I
I
just keep
know.
getting on them. I can't help
Yeah,
it now. It just I can't getting in a car and driving 8 hours and 6 hours. I just can't see it for the likes of me no more.
yeah.
Now that I've learned how to fly and to fly lightly. Now, not just get on there with all them bags. I've learned how to do light flying.
Right. Yeah.
So I tell you, well, I'm excited, and I definitely want to thank you again for stopping by and sharing with us. Again, I want you to share with everybody how they can follow you, um, how they can support the things that you are doing, really quick.
Okay, so I'm on Facebook, Deborah Ivy. I'm on Instagram as Ivy3. And also my email address is mrsivey@hotmail.com. So those are ways that you can follow me.
Wow. So definitely, y'all, we want to stay connected to her and catch some of this empowerment that she's passing along to help you get through. Because I tell you, it's nothing like being empowered so that you can help empower those around you. So definitely go over, check her out, check out some of her books. And I want to tell y'all, I always tell people, um, try to get the book from the author so you can get that personalized autograph. They can send you a personal message, and that way you get to know the author. We like for you to leave reviews. We like for you to give your perspective, your thoughts, so that we can, continue to develop our crafts and continue to bring you the content that you know you're wanting to read. So when y'all pick up the book, please leave a review and go over and check out her page and check out the things that she's doing. Stay connected. I tell you, it's nothing like developing those relatable relationships with people.
Yeah.
So definitely thank you for stopping by and sharing. And again, thank you for your service. Thank you for all that you do. And continue to uplift, encourage, and inspire those around you because you're doing an amazing job. So I just want to let you know that.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I thank
So
you for this opportunity. I thank you for all of your resources and opportunities that you put out there. So I want to say thank you.
you're welcome. And thank you guys for allowing me to do it. Before we leave, I always like for my guests to share something inspirational or empowering for those that are tuning in and those that may hear the replay. That may help them get through the rest of this day or tomorrow or wherever they may be at that moment they hear this.
Okay, the thing that I would like to leave is that don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something because you can. How President Obama say? Yes, we can. Yes, you can.
So y'all have heard it from Dr. Deborah Ivy on tonight. I tell you, if you need some inspiration, if you need to be empowered, she shared her page. You can go over and check her out and be empowered. I want to thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. Before we leave, I want to give her a round of applause for all that she does for us. She served our country and she's leaving a blueprint for those that are coming behind her. So, y'all, let's give her a round of applause. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. I truly was blessed by her presence. Y'all go over, check her out, check out her books, show her some love, show her some support, and see what she has in store for 2025. I'm excited about her nonprofit that's coming forth because it's going to help relationships, y'all. And we need that in our Black and Brown community. So, y'all stay tuned and stay connected to Dr. Deborah Ivy. Y'all have a great night.